The Centre for COVID Administration on Monday has announced 5,485 cases in one day, 3,532 of the new infections within the general population and 1,953 within the prison population. Thailand over the 2 days of the weekend reported 9,331 new COVID cases, 4,003 within prison populations, and a combined 58 new deaths. This, as the Prime Minister assured Thailand that inoculations will be available to all by the year's end, and with continued vaccination programs being expanded this month to reach more of the population. A top virologist at Chulalongkorn University has claimed that the initial COVID strain that originated in China and for sure came here over a year ago was of lesser strength and less effective on the general public than the mutated strains now arriving. The so-called Indian, UK and South African viruses, which are primarily brought here via illegal immigrants from neighbouring countries, take a faster and nastier grip and, according to him, can't be eradicated but can be controlled by so-called herd immunity through vaccination. Thai PBS has published a report on the Sinopharm vaccine, which it says, according to the World Health Organization, is 79% effective against symptomatic COVID-19 infections. However, there's no clear evidence yet of the vaccine's efficiency against mutants of the virus responsible for most of Greater Bangkok's infections in the ongoing third wave. It's currently only in use in countries like the UAE, Egypt, China and Hungary. A serious warning has been issued by the Digital Economy and Society Ministry of fake news being spread on the internet claiming that vaccines contain pork fat. A baseless lie, and with anyone who shares such rubbish along with the original poster facing serious legal charges. The post is obviously aimed at those whose religions prohibit the eating of pork, and such rumours were used hundreds of years ago in India, leading to a military mutiny. Proof for sure that fake news is more than a small problem, as these reports have spread globally and are causing concern. Following raids on online gambling operations around the country, Bangkok police arrested a 19-man team in the capital operating from 3 rented condos and said to be turning over 100 million baht a month. Some 23,000 empty shipping containers have arrived in Thailand since February after a global shortage, as most were left in ports with no goods to load. The cost, though, is much higher, as shipping empty containers costs money. Despite that, the Thai Chamber of Commerce reports some 458,000 tonnes of goods have been exported during the same period. Meanwhile at home, and the Sriracha Tiger Zoo has announced plans to sell 11 elephants in response to continued closures and high overheads. The elephants are being offered, along with their handlers, as a team. Thai law prevents sales to non-registered zoos, so the customer base is limited, but it is an indication of the financial status of all local businesses, large and small. Chonburi Province saw 170 new cases over the weekend, mostly within clusters, around now ring-fenced factories and migrant worker camps, but also including a wholesale market, which was supplying others around the province with goods for resale. The provincial governor has added his support to demands for more vaccines for the region. Initially voiced by our own city mayor of Pattaya, supplies have been restricted, as more have been diverted to the capital and other so-called hot zones. And the Council of Koh Larn has voted to extend the ban on visitors for another 2 weeks. Initially introduced last month, the closure was instigated as locals there recognised that most visitors came from the capital. The losses would be no more or less whether opened or not, but the danger of the virus spreading there has been significantly reduced. And with the reminder, mitts, masks and meters, and the Met Office promising highs today of 34, dropping down to 30 with the real feel of 40. A hot day for sure, so wear a hat. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.